What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cam, sitting here with my lovely wife and the rest of the family. We are your hosts for the podcast. Everything is we do.
You were supposed to add that.
Man, I'm supposed to add shout tracks.
You was.
All kind of stuff. But I can't find my things, my labels. I gotta find my labels. So I know.
You have a label maker.
No. It's specifically made for the Rodecaster. It's like a cardboard type thing. You place it on top and then you write what each button is. And then if it changes, then you flip it on the other side and you write. Why your pinky so outstretched? Zoom in right here. Zoom into that.
I'm putting on airs. When in doubt, pinky out.
Does it get tired?
No. I'll put it down for you.
Does it get weary and well doing? Anyway, listen. Hey y'all. So today we are filming. This is another Everything Is We After Dark, y'all. We're not as loud because, as you can hear, Sun is wide awake.
I'm wide awake.
I saw him. I just saw Daniel do that, and I was gonna do it. I was gonna sing it out loud while I said it, but I didn't because I knew one of y'all was gonna do it.
You know what I just thought about?
Right after I said it.
You know what I just thought about? This is so random. It's the most random thing I'll say probably all night.
Highly doubt.
Did we miss the Girl Scout cookies this year? Were they out? Did y'all see the Girl Scouts out?
No, but it's the documentary about the Boy Scouts.
Oh.
It's a doc?
Oh, no. About the Boy Scouts? Oh, no.
Of course it was.
So then, okay, so is that the Girl Scout? Where were the Girl Scout cookies, though? Were the girls out? Were the Scouts out selling the cookies?
I feel like I remember seeing them at least sometime.
They had to be out at some point. I don't remember. I don't know why.
You know what I started to do too? This is super random. Sorry for cutting y'all off. But, you know, that's the thing. Vicky did a whole tangent on her stories about that.
I did.
Put a pin in that. We'll come back. I really started to set up the mic and stuff for you because people were saying. In the
Oh,
comments
yeah. I
that
put the mic upstairs. I didn't know if you were
They
going
want to start hearing y'all feedback.
No,
normally Lex would be upstairs, but Xander's looking at me like.
He won't look like
He looking at me like, bruh.
Give me a mic.
I need to be over there. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
He be having full blown conversations while I'm on live. So
yeah.
next season.
But yeah, whatever y'all was talking about. Go ahead.
No, we were talking about the Girl Scout cookies, but that's literally. I have no reason why I brought it up. No, they haven't. I haven't seen them this year. It doesn't matter because they got rid of one of my favorite cookies a while ago. So I've been kind of salty since then. I really liked the pinatas back when they had the jam on the jam with the icing on top. Those are my favorites.
That was your jam?
Those are my jam. Those and the animal cookies with the chocolate on the back.
Between January and April.
Yeah, it's usually springtime. So I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I guess I was real pregnant, so I wasn't really going nowhere in the spring. Maybe that's why I missed it. Anyways, welcome back. What are we talking about? What's going on? What's happening?
So before we dive into our topics and all of the like, we'll probably be more of like a newscaster.
A newscaster?
This won't be a podcast today. This will be a newscast.
Okay.
I'm feeling very Lester Holtish, Al Roker-ish, Don Lemon-ish.
Okay.
See how I named 3 black men. Shout out to them. But we're gonna get into our vow verse of the week. I need like a little, you know how like if you're having those little punchline songs, they'd be like, all right, we get into our segment, it'd be like,
that's my jam. You gotta do it. You gotta sing.
That's my jam. That's my jam.
And you get a little pop-up graphic.
Boop. Vow.
Like I just made a TikTok, and like I did a heartbeat. I'm on my like cinematic like do 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 do, and then when I drained the putt, I did a ding.
Okay.
I just need you to upload it and do all the stuff that needs to be done. for
Y'all
TikTok.
see.
I added the tracers and everything. You just got to do all the other stuff.
He be having all these videos and be like, "You uploaded what? Why?
I am Steven Spielberg.
Do you get anxiety when
I
you
just
upload
need
things?
I just need somebody else to like upload it and
What?
do all this. You know the TikTok. I know Instagram.
Babe, just upload it. You literally could just
But then
upload it.
last time you said that, and then I didn't do one thing. You were like, "No, babe, you were supposed to do this." It's like you said, just upload it. So that's what I did.
Yeah, but anyways,
But anyway, we are getting into our verse of the week. Come on, do it with me. Verse of the week.
oh, you're talking to me?
Let's get into it. Kick us off, babe.
Okay.
Kick us off, babe.
All right. My scripture is because I was mad at you. So no, this was like 2 weeks ago. But
2 weeks ago.
my brain, yeah, I was upset.
You bringing up a scripture from 2 weeks ago? What scripture did you use last week?
I don't know, but this was another one that I was thinking of, and I looked it up because yesterday I went on my tangent and I was talking about people. Somebody asked me like, okay, so first of all, we got to backtrack because I got to tell you the story for this to make sense.
Okay.
So we posted this clip from the podcast. Somebody said I talk over you too much. I don't care. It's my husband. I'm gonna talk over him if I want to. It's my man. My man. I can do what I want. And it's our podcast, so we can do what we want. But also, there are times and places where you can add commentary to people's conversations. I understand this. I'm not dumb. However, when I'm comfortable with somebody, I tend to, have feedback when we're having conversations. Like while you're talking, I may say a little interjection every now and then, may say something funny that's off the top of my dome. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother Cam, so it shouldn't bother y'all. But also I understand, like from a listening perspective, if you hear a lot of people talking at once, it may be too much for you. That's fine. Whatever. So anyways, we were having that conversation. I asked people what kind of conversationalist they are.
Conversate. Yes.
Conversationalist. I don't know. What's the word for that? Anyways, like, do you like people to talk while you're talking, or do you like people to be silent and just listen to you? I find that if you just are silent and listen to me talk and you're not saying anything, it feels like you're not listening to me. And so I need feedback. Like I need you to be like, yeah, girl, because, or, oh yeah, I understand. Oh yeah, give me something. Give me something to let me know you're listening. Otherwise it feels awkward. And then I'm gonna keep talking and I'm not going to stop until you stop me. So, we were talking about that. And then people were like, okay, well, what about when you're arguing with your spouse or whatever? And I was like, me and Cam don't argue, which we've said this millions of times. Like we don't argue, but people really don't believe us. So then I went to this whole spiel about how we handle conflict, because apparently if you're not arguing about something, you're not getting your point across, but that's not effective communication to me. And I had a therapist back me up and say that my method is actually mature.
It's very healthy.
It's the correct way to handle conflict. Because, everybody else is like, ooh, you was meant to be a wife because it couldn't be me. And I'm like, well, I just don't know how to yell at people. I really don't. Like, I just don't know how to do that. Anywho, so this is what goes through my head when there's conflict, okay? So when I'm angry or upset, the first thing I think is this scripture, which I think just shows that I love the Lord, because I gotta be saved, because ain't no other way that I remember that. So when I'm upset, my first thought is, in your anger, do not sin. Okay, everybody has different ways of dealing with
Be angry
anger.
and sin not.
Yes, in my version, Ephesians 4, and what is this, 26? It is NIV, and it says, in your anger, do not sin. Now, it also says to do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. Now,
Don't let the sun go down on your anger, King James Version.
yes. So, I agree with this, obviously, because it's Bible. Okay? Bible. Jesus.
Something that I kind of stole from Norris.
Yes. But, so, But I talked this through about how I handle my conflict. Basically, that's the first thing that pops in my head. Like, okay, don't act the fool when you upset because you're going to regret it. This is the thing about me. I don't like to have to apologize. I don't want to have to apologize to you if I do something stupid because then I feel dumb, right? So if I'm upset, I'm not going to do something that's going to have to make me apologize later. So the first thing I think is do not act the fool. Calm down. Why do you feel this way? So I literally asked myself why I feel this way. And then at that point, that is when I start working through my feelings and emotions. It takes me hours to do this, actually. This is not like a quick thing. This is not like a 1 minute thing. This is like hours. It takes me hours upon hours to properly sort through my emotions, right?
Hours.
In that time, I'm literally trying not to sin.
And hours.
Okay? So I'm going through all my emotions, figuring out why I feel this way. Then I probably start crying because I'm getting upset that I'm upset. Because I hate being upset. I hate feeling away. I just hate it. I don't like emotions. So just, yeah, no. But then later on, hours later, Cam may, because this is the thing about Cam. He's a great guy. Also, do you ever get mad at me about anything? No. It's always me. I'm always the one who be getting flustered about stuff. Not always, but
I get mad, but
I'm the only one who in this relationship that ever really like gets mad at the other one. Like, do you get mad at me about stuff?
mad?
Yes, like angry. Have you ever been angry at me? No, probably not. Frustrated? Absolutely. Angry? No. To the point where you felt like you had to argue with me?
No, because it takes a lot for me to get angry.
A lot. And I don't think I've ever done anything to make you feel that way. No, probably not. And the things that you've done that made me angry, it wasn't even really like you that I was angry with. It's like I just needed somebody to put this on because it didn't go how I wanted it to go. And you were the one who was involved, so I'm just mad at you. But then over time, the other thing about it is I always come back later and I'm like, okay, this is really why I was upset. It was an oversight. I'm not going to put it on you as like it was your fault because it's not. It's just something that we need to work through, better communicate about, whatever. Okay. But that's what this scripture allows you to do. This is how you dwell with people. Instructions. This is the title of that section. It's called Instructions for Christian Living. This is how you do it, bro. If y'all out here getting mad and cussing people out, you are not exhibiting Christian living correctly.
Yeah, everybody go read Ephesians.
Go read Ephesians 4, but also just know it is possible to live this way. Cam is my witness. All right. I never do things that I'm going to regret when I'm upset. I always take time to process. And that's not me bragging on myself. However, I'm going to toot a little bit because I feel like it's an emotionally mature way to handle things. And I'm proud of myself for being able to do that because not everybody can do that. But that's the first thing I think. This is, you just need to read this scripture over and over. If you get angry,
not just this, y'all, I'm telling y'all, read the entire chapter of Ephesians.
For people who specifically, because the whole chapter doesn't talk about being angry. So I'm just saying like.
No, I'm saying not even just read the entire book because Paul, there's so many good things in here.
Yes, Paul was going in.
He's talking to the church in Ephesus.
Yes.
But a lot of the things that he's talking about to the church in Ephesus are things that we, the church, and it's a generalization that I'm making. And I'm not saying every single church, but I'm saying if we are the body, if your toe hurts, even though it's not connected to your hands, it's a part of the body. Stay with me. And it's a generalization. You might not say my body hurts, but your toe's connected to your entire body, right? So the church of Ephesus is connected to the church of the Lord Jesus Christ as a whole. For those of you that don't understand how some of these things work when I say the church, okay?
Oh, my God. Anywho, what I was getting at is if you have an anger problem, if you have a problem with not being able to articulate your feelings in a healthy way, you need to read this, but also work on ways that allow you to deal with your feelings without being disrespectful or getting out of character or just spewing all of your feelings all over the place right when you feel them. Like, you got to learn how to like handle things in a mature way, because I don't like when people say that like all healthy relationships, like you have to fight. Like that's it. Like if you don't fight, you're not really, like, you know what I'm saying? They say that all relationships, like everybody argues and everybody, like it's normal to argue, it's normal to fight, like it's healthy or whatever. I don't believe that, because we don't. Like, I think it's fine to have disagreements and discuss disagreements.
See, every time we say that, people are like, what, y'all just agree on everything? It's like, no, we're not saying that.
We don't agree on everything.
We just don't gotta go fist to blows,
but
fisticuffs.
Let's be clear. We agree on 99% of things. There are very little things we don't agree on. And even if we don't agree on them, they're very small, minuscule things that don't really matter. Okay? Y'all be arguing about stuff that's like morals and values. Like all of our core values and morals and the things we believe are the same. Okay? And we agree on those things. They're fundamental things. So if you disagreeing about really heavy stuff, that should have been talked about at some point. At some point before y'all decided to be together forever. But anywho, maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me if I'm wrong. However, I believe that you don't have to like fight and brawl, ready to rumble just to prove your love for somebody. That doesn't have to happen.
Right.
It doesn't have to happen. I think there's a healthy way to communicate your feelings and emotions. You don't have to sin to do that. So that's what the scripture was saying. But yeah, those are the kind of things that you need to have in your like mental Rolodex of scripture. So like when you have tough moments, it'll pop up in your head and it'll correct you before you even act up. You can get snatched up. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Also, the rest of Ephesians 4 kind of like backs up that one scripture, because it talks about unwholesome talk coming out of your mouths, building each other up, getting rid of bitterness, rage, anger, brawling, and slander. Be compassionate and kind. Forgive. Because listen, let me tell you, some of y'all on the internet, it may not be y'all. I'm gonna just say in general, people who don't think like us. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna say it like that, because I feel like most of y'all who watch us and listen to us, y'all understand the principles that we're talking about, the morals that we're talking about, the values that we have. People who don't really go by biblical principles, they be saying some wild stuff. People be on TikTok talking about I've learned that I don't have to forgive to move on, because not everybody needs forgiveness. Sometimes you can just move on, and you don't have to forgive them. That's not required. That's not a requirement for me. As I've gotten older, I just realized I don't have to forgive people to move on. And I'm like, you don't even know what forgiveness means. That's what that tells me. That tells me that you don't know what forgiveness is. Because if you knew what forgiveness was, you would understand that doesn't mean that you're giving people a pass or excusing their behavior, or you're agreeing with what they did. Like, people just be saying stuff. They be talking about the side of their neck. They don't even know what stuff is. The concepts that they have in their brain aren't even correct.
Yeah, I won't even get into that. That's a whole
Another
other. So my verse of the week is, I've been reading Ecclesiastes every day this week. And I was reading it, and I was kind of confused a little bit, because it was like all over the place. And then I went to my Bible commentary, and the theologians were like, yeah, Ecclesiastes is kind of all over the place. I was like, okay, it's not just me. But this one particular verse stuck out to me like a sore thumb.
What is a sore thumb?
I was just
What does a sore thumb
I
look like?
never understood. More like a stub toe. Like the throbbing pain.
Okay.
That's more something that you internalize, though, unless you caricaturize it. And then, it's like Tom and Jerry, they get thumped on the head and then their head swells up, real big. That's how this verse stuck out to me.
Okay.
And it reads, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18 from the English Standard Version. It says, "For in much wisdom is much vexation. And he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. And you know, this is so true. Because I was thinking about your dad. I was thinking about my dad. I was thinking about a lot of pastors in general. I was thinking about people that know a lot of things. Like, the more you know about something, number one, you no longer have an excuse to fail continually in that area. Well, it's like, you know, like the saying goes, if you know better, you'll do better. That's not always the case. But the more you're exposed to biblical knowledge, the more you're exposed to things that the Lord shows you, the more you're exposed to things that God allows you to see, the more you're exposed to information that other people aren't privy to. For in much wisdom is much vexation, and he who increases in knowledge increases in sorrow. I was thinking about your dad. We were watching, you know, this thing that we were watching the other day, and he's like, man, like, he couldn't really enjoy it because of what, number one, he's working on another part, and everything, like, when you're in that mode,
Yeah, everything stands out to you.
everything,
Yeah, he's like that.
like, if I'm preparing a sermon, everything is preaching material, right? I've been in this state of this week,
bro.
like, really
stories.
really trying to really hear God clearly about big decisions, big scenarios that are going on in my mind. And it's like everything I hear is like I'm super sensitive to. It's like, oh man, I think that was for me, right? Like, for instance, we were watching, I'm gonna come back to it. You wanted to watch, Vicky wanted to watch a Disney movie the other night, so we watched Lion King 2.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I was like, bro, this is preaching to me. I was just sitting
I'm
there.
glad you enjoyed it, because if you didn't enjoy it, I would have been upset.
It was preaching to me.
I only want to do it if you enjoy.
Obviously, we watched Lion King 2. We didn't watch Lion King 1, but
he won't watch Lion King 1.
Bro, because I've seen it hundreds of times, and I get sad every time Mufasa dies.
He gets sad.
Spoiler alert.
If you don't know, that movie came out in 1991.
Spoiler alert. Mufasa dies in Lion King 1, if you didn't know. But I still started having memories from Lion King 1. It was like, man, now that it's interesting too, because we're in this situation as well. Simba's now raising a child, and he doesn't want his child to make the same mistakes that he made. So he's being super hard on his child, and she's just being herself, but she's also being like him. And his wife is like, Simba, you gotta chill, dog.
Chill, bro.
You gotta chill, dog. Who she remind you of? I know. And it's like, man, that was a message. It's like, okay, like, I want to make sure that I'm doing things in a way where, and it's certain things you just can't, you can't stop everything, right? Because he has my DNA. So there's gonna be things where he gonna do it, I'm just gonna be like, oh, and Vicky gonna be like,
it's your baby.
He has your DNA. You know that
he his daddy's son.
Simba seeing things, you know, hearing words that his father spoke to him, messages, things like that, wanting signs and things of that sort. Some of the super deep folks are gonna say you can't get no spiritual message from Lion King because there was all kind of witchcraft and so on and so forth. Listen, God can speak to me however he wants to.
God can use whatever he wants. You
because
know that,
he's
right?
God.
He can use whatever he wants.
God can do whatever he wants to do because he's God. He's God. What are we talking about here?
You can't tell me what God told me.
You ain't got the answers. God got the answers. Anyway.
Sway. You don't have the answers.
That
Sway.
and then we had church tonight. Or no, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was saying some of the similar things. I was like, man, I didn't want to tell him, like, man, I just got that when I was watching Lion King. You know what I'm saying? Then,
bro, Disney movies will preach if you let them.
Preaching.
We was just watching Elemental.
We were just watching Elemental.
Bruh, it was speaking
And
to
it
him.
was preaching. I was like, man, 15. I know 15 pastors that need to watch this right now.
And you only watched the end.
It was preaching. It was ministering. And I knew it was ministering before I even really knew what was going on, because I was cooking and you had it on, and I said, see, what the devil's going to try to do is he's going to try to put her fire out, huh? But the song says, "This little light of mine, my God, I'm going to let it shine."
Please.
Yeah. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away.
See what happens when you watch Disney movies with me? You be fighting me so hard on that.
I don't be fighting you, babe.
I'd be like, let's watch a Disney movie. You be like,
fighting you.
It's like, you want to watch one? He's like, no, but I'll watch it with you. You be fighting me on it.
I'm like, sure.
No, you be like,
Sure.
I guess. They be preaching.
It
It enriches your life every time you watch one.
If I have a choice, I'm gonna be like, okay.
Exactly. I want you to want to do it with me.
Okay.
It's not fun if you don't want to. But now you see your
That's
life
marriage,
has been
that's sacrifice.
enriched by my forcing you to do things that you don't want to do.
But anyway, back to my scripture. I was saying all that to say, it's like when you're in that mode, and the information that you know and things that they're privy to, it's like you're vexed by the knowledge.
Yeah. It kind of ruins
You're
things for
vexed
you.
by the wisdom. It's like, oh, I know that, so I got, friend of mine was like, man, hey man, we going to XYZ conference. And I was like, with the information that I know, I don't think it's wise that I go.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I want to see the systems, and do I want to see the things in the background that I believe is going to help me for my future in ministry and certain? Yeah, it'd be great, but I can't attach my name to that, right? Because the more
Y'all just
information
don't
you
know,
have,
y'all just don't know how many things we have to navigate through because of the knowledge that we have. Like, y'all will just never know. It's wild.
yeah, bro.
You know how many dollars I've turned down because of the knowledge that I have?
And I really, because people keep asking us to talk about our finances and how things are certain. It's like y'all have no idea. We've turned down thousands.
No, not even tens of thousands. Are you kidding me?
That's why I just said thousands, because you have no idea. And then we'll turn it down, and we'll think, in my head, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna think we so crazy for turning this down. They ain't gonna say nothing. We turn it down, and they come back with even more of an offer, and it's like, oh my God. And then we turn it down again, and then they come back with a third offer that's twice as big as the last two offers.
Yep. And I said nope.
Knowing good and well we need the money.
We said nope.
But we standing 10 toes.
10 toes.
10 toes down on what we believe in.
Yep.
Because we're not doing, y'all, if it was about a check, I promise you, and I say this with all humility, those of you that know me, you know my heart, we would not be here. If it's about a check, y'all, I would be in a Bible Belt somewhere making buku money.
If it was about a check, would you be a preacher?
It's not about a check. Well, maybe not by choice. I'd be a jive one.
Okay.
I'd be a jive. I'd be a preacher. I wouldn't be a shepherd. I just preached. Something about these Wednesday nights, bro. These Wednesday nights. I just preached. I would be a preacher, but I wouldn't be a shepherd. And see, that's the problem that I have today. We have a lot of preachers that have large platforms, but we don't have enough shepherds that are getting dirty, getting into the shepherd's den. I feel like we talked about this already, but like that's really my heart. You have to understand, like, I have a shepherd's heart. And trust me, I get enticed by the things of the words, like in seeing. And if I'm gonna keep it a buck, it's our podcast. If we keeping it a buck, if it's everything is we after dark, man, I see my friends out there killing it. Speaking engagement after speaking engagement after speaking engagement. Tour after tour. Traveling with big groups that you got all their albums, you sing all their songs. Traveling with them. Knowing the bag they getting. I could get that same bag.
Cam, why don't you?
I can get that same bag. But the thing is, like, I'm not doing this out of ambition.
Yeah.
I'm doing this because
we wouldn't be together if you were.
I'm doing this because I believe this is what God wants me to do, and I don't have an ulterior motive.
One of the things that really attracted me to you when we was dating, my follicular face, so I'm about to be real sentimental.
They was loving it last week. So many people was hitting me up. My guy's like, bro, Vicky was on one, bro.
Oh man. No, but one of the things that really attracted me to you was you're so like gifted and talented and stuff. You could easily like use your, especially because you can sing. Y'all know what? I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because people are gonna be like, that's colorist. But
it's real.
You know what a light skinned singer does to females?
And I've said it before.
Are you kidding?
I said it on my Facebook one time and I took it down because I was very young. I was like 20 and I said it, or maybe like I don't know.
They love that, bro.
But I said chicks. I was like, you know what, chicks and all the women.
We'll just say good looking because the girls like the dark skinned singers too. Now, come on now. We
if you're just gifted,
we love us as a good.
No, they just like people like gifted people,
but they like gifted people.
Because I know people that's ugly and they gifted and
yeah,
they be sleeping with all kind of people.
But one of the things that really attracted me to, and this is something that me and my dad talks about, which is why my dad really liked you, because you have so much talent. And we see a lot of people who have talent, and they exploit their gifts. Like they exploit what they can do. And they use it for selfish gain or to, get people to like them or for the applause of whatever. And they like to, be on stages and be in front of people. You were never like that. Like you use what you have, but you don't care enough to like be out here trying to like be in front of people like that. Like we have to force you to sing. We have to force you to, anybody else who can sing like that, like Cam can, because Cam can go, okay? The guy is cold. Okay. And anybody else, you ask them to get up and sing, they gonna grab the mic and do all the runs. They gonna run up and down the scale like it's nothing. Cam will be like, no. I don't want to.
No, because like that puts all the attention on me. And
I don't want to be arrogant.
I don't want any attention.
The fact that you are musically
I don't want any attention.
Because I grew up around a lot of musical people. Like, I know what arrogant looks like. Not to say that people glad I was close to were arrogant, but just because being around a lot of people who can sing and stuff, you see that a lot. Like, you see how, like, arrogant people can be or, like, prideful they are or whatever. And Cam never gave me those vibes because he just never showed or exhibited those kind of qualities, even though he could if he really wanted to. I be trying to get him to be more arrogant. And not arrogant in a way that's like annoying, but just like be in your like confident era, where you just out here killing it and don't care about what people think. Cause he cares a lot about how people perceive him. Not in a bad way, but just like he don't want to come off like I think I'm somebody. We know that now, so you don't have to keep apologizing.
No, it's not even about that per se anymore.
You be holding yourself back though. You don't be. You be. I
don't
want to do too much.
It's just because it's like I want to do things and be more open and be more out, but then I'd be like,
there's a right way to do it, and I feel like you would do it the right way. You know what I mean?
And be like
there's a right way.
Do I want that
to use?
Because just like there's negative attention, there's positive attention, and I don't want neither one of them.
You don't. You don't like any attention.
That's the thing. Like
It's a PK thing.
I don't
though.
want it.
It's a PK thing. We don't.
I don't want. Like
we don't be wanting attention.
I don't want it.
Because I low key am kind of the same way, so I can't. I don't know why I'm talking. I hold myself back all the time, and I know I do.
Like if I could do what
One
I
thing
do,
about me, I'm gonna quit.
That's why I be needing you to like. Okay, I have all this
But
stuff.
I also take
like,
risks, too,
You,
so.
I need you to post it on my and you. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
'cause
I'm responsible?
'cause I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to. You know, this gonna sound bad too. Because this might, some people might say this is arrogant. Like I don't want to be saying thank you to everybody. Because I would feel.
You feel
I would
inclined.
feel obligated.
Yeah, you feel like you
to
have
say, man, it's like you supported me. Thank you. And I really do.
No,
I
and then-
really would want
Yes,
it because
yes.
I've done it before. I
Yes.
did it on my
This
30th
guy-
birthday. I did a whole video thanking all the people that did anything for me.
He has to literally
Because I it's like, man,
thank everyone all the time.
you don't, because I understand, bro. Especially from my mind, like if I'm really thinking about you, like you really my dog for real, and you know dogs, there are female dogs and there's male dogs.
Okay, well, you didn't have to.
I didn't mean it like that.
Okay,
But like I'm just saying, like if like my dogs, you know what I'm saying, like
yes.
you know, Lowe's my dog, but one is my dog. You know what I'm saying? LaShawn's my dog, but Lydia, that's also my. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna go down the list, but
Okay.
for my dogs, Daniel's my dog. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. That's just how it is. That's just how I am.
It's not bad. It's actually
I really
very good
sometimes
quality.
I really be wishing I be mad at myself in the car on my little drives. I be like, Nick Rowe, if you don't be more out there.
It's not even about being
more-
out there. It's just like there are things that you could easily do,
Tons.
and you don't.
I say this with all humility. Tons. I'm very talented.
Because somebody was like, well, if Cam's not meant to be a content creator, he don't have to be just because you are. Yeah, that's not what I was saying, though. Cam he makes content. It's in his phone. The content is already made. He literally just has to upload it. It's like, it ain't like you don't do it.
It's all there.
It's done. You do the stuff. You do all the things. You are like, y'all don't understand. Cam is an influencer in real life. Like, this man has literally gotten multiple people to sign up for the Whoop thing. And I'm like, all you have to do is record yourself
Right.
talking about it and like make a video. And
80% of the people
you
that's
have
in my
the
thing.
you have the equipment. You know how to use it. You have the ability to talk about it. So I just don't. You can do it. You just don't. And it's fine if you don't want to do it, but then you be saying you want to do it. So then I'm like, okay, I'm confused. Do you want to or do you not?
Yeah. Trust me. I frustrate myself. But
It's like you go
but
back
I
and-
believe
you go back and forth a lot.
But I believe I know, and that's what kills me too. That's what really frustrates me about me. Is that
You go back and forth a lot.
it's the pressure of being gifted, man. It sucks. It sucks
Because you do all the research.
people that are
Right.
just good at one thing. You don't understand.
You have it so easy.
You just don't. You don't understand how good you have it. You don't. Anyway, it like randomly starts smelling like my grandma in here. I don't know where that came from.
Oh.
You have that perfume on?
No, actually, I sprayed a couple things on me today because I was at Sephora.
Yeah.
You like it?
It smells like Christian Love Baptist Church.
Oh, well, never mind. It's Hermes. It's the Twilly. But it also has some vanilla woods in there because I sprayed the vanilla woods on first. I don't know what I sprayed on my neck. So I'm going to have to take a shower. I'm sorry. I triggered you. I didn't know. Anything I put on, Cam says I smell like church.
I told you what I liked the other day in the car. That Valentino one.
That's a man perfume.
No, that little skinny. That ain't no man about to spray that in that little skinny mascara looking.
The Valentino is men's. That's a men's fragrance.
The whole line.
All of the black ones are men's.
That's crazy. Anyway, transitioning on, guys. Hey, I don't know if y'all saw this. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen.
Okay.
Y'all,
You really want to talk about this, don't you?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
because I want to know, and I'm sure there's a good number of you that do believe in these types of things because of, you know, how y'all found us and our parents and stuff like that. But I want to know, is it cap or is it truth? This might be a new segment.
Oh my goodness.
Is it cap
Here you go.
or is it facts?
It has to rhyme with cap.
I know. I was trying to think about
Is it cap or is it fap? No.
No.
Wait. Oh my God.
No, you don't want to say.
Let me think of something else.
Yep. This
Is it
definitely
cap or is it bap?
no. Is it cap or is it facts? You ready?
Sap.
We're gonna. What do you stop?
Zap. I'm trying to think of something that rhymes with cap.
Please. All right. Here we go. Scientists unveiled mummified alien corpses at a congressional hearing in Mexico. And I have the picture here. I'm going to post it up here.
Why?
Y'all.
Why do we need to see that?
Because this looks so fake. Did you see it? Like.
Why are we still convinced that aliens look like that? They're joking. They're playing games with us. They're trying to distract us, bro. They ain't no way that aliens look like that. First of all, we know what aliens are. I've already explained this.
Cause why look like
And they
ET?
explained it on here, but you're right. I haven't explained it on here, but I mean,
Do y'all think now the U.S. government did
lies.
a few months ago?
Lies. They're lying.
They did come out and say UFOs are real. We believe it. Like, yeah, we've been conducting. We already knew y'all knew it was real.
We know what aliens are, bro.
We not stupid.
We're not dumb.
They can't CGI every location and create these fake videos of the UFOs and stuff that they've been seeing in different areas. Okay, no, you're not fooling all of us. You may be fooling some of us, but you're not fooling all of us. But now in this case, y'all, what do y'all think? Y'all think it's real? Y'all think it's cap? Let me know. What do you think is real?
I just wanted to know if you were going to say the rest.
You think it's cap or you think it's facts? What you thought about the what?
I don't know.
Think it's real?
Are you asking me if I think it's real?
You smell like Mother Johnson. You smell like you got a bag full of peppermints and some white gloves. You smell like you about to make some chicken dinners after church.
Oh my God. Do y'all see why
You
I
smell
just
like
wear the perfumes that I
about to do
like?
a
I talked about this before.
fundraiser.
I've talked about this before. I think on TikTok or something. I was
For
trying
the
to figure out.
choir.
I've been trying to figure out for the life of me for years if I could find a perfume that both me and Cam like, because all the ones I like, he says the following, and I don't really care what he thinks, but at the same time, I want him to like how I smell. So I'm really struggling. It's a dichotomy that I'm struggling with here.
She doesn't care, but she wants me to like what she wants.
It's not
She
that
wants me to like how she smells, but then she continues to pick things that I literally tell her I don't like.
because I like it.
And it all smells like the same. I tell her this all the time.
But I like it.
But it does not matter to Mandem. Mandem don't care.
You don't like anything that I like, though.
Mandem don't care.
I give you a breadth. Why do I keep trying to say that word? A breadth? I gave you so many options.
Been saying it ad nauseum. Meanwhile, I said it wrong.
You did.
Ad mausoleum.
No.
Mausoleum.
No. First of all, they were saying mausoleum because you were trying to describe the mausoleums where they put the dead people. That's what the mausoleum was about. Ad nauseum is Latin.
Ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum.
Mausoleum. What is a mausoleum?
Mausoleum.
Oh, yeah. I totally
is
forgot
where
about
they
that.
put the dead people.
Yeah.
When you're rich and you can't go in the ground.
Exactly. And we've been talking about this topic ad nauseum. Okay. It's getting out of hand.
I have a really deep voice. Have you ever noticed that?
It's not as deep as you think it is. The mics make it seem like it's deeper.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I mean, I don't mind it. I like having a deeper voice, but it makes me sound more serious. It's a mystery.
You have deeper undertones to your voice, which is why you're a good tenor.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have a deep voice. If you had a deep voice, we wouldn't be together.
Okay. I feel like we say a lot of things that we'd be like, we wouldn't be together.
I'm just saying. I'm not about to be on the phone like, hey girl, and you like, hey boy.
Ew.
Like,
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
Remember
not.
we were supposed to come up with our icks? We were supposed to talk about our icks.
We were. Were we? I thought we was doing that for a TikTok. You want to do it on a podcast?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, do you have any icks for me?
Go ahead.
What are your icks?
Go ahead.
No, because you made me do the vow first. So what's your icks?
I didn't make you do anything first.
You did. You said go first.
You volunteered as tribute.
I didn't volunteer. You said go first.
You typically go first. Ladies first.
No, you told me to go first.
I'm a polite man of God.
Well, I want you to give your icks first.
Ladies first.
No, babe, give your icks.
Go ahead. Because you got a list.
I don't have a list, actually.
You do. You list everything.
I do, but I don't have a list of icks for you.
I don't have a list.
I haven't made it yet.
I'm going off the rip. I'm about to freestyle.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What? You just said you're about to freestyle.
Okay, ick number 1 when you do that.
Do what?
See?
What?
You need now you don't even know what you're doing. Ick number 1. Ick number 2. You can't decide what you want to eat ever. Not ever. Not ever. But you know what you don't want to eat. And even outside of the things that I know that you don't want to eat, and then I offer other things, you're still like, no, I don't want that because I had that 2 days ago and I ordered that. No. See? You know it.
No lies are told.
You know it.
And I'm never going to want to know. I'm never going to know what I want to eat. So I don't even want. Why do you keep asking me then? That's your fault. You keep
because
asking.
I have faith.
No.
That
you don't need to have faith in me. I don't know why you have so much faith in me.
I have faith to believe.
No. But I don't know why you have faith in me for
you
that.
Have all that I need. I believe
delete
it.
That.
Miracles, signs, and wonders. Follow me.
Delete
follow me.
Delete that from your brain.
I believe that you have the ability to choose. God, listen. This is not one of those times where you can just interject whenever you'd like to. All right? Listen to me. I believe that God has given you a unique gift that's not as unique as you think it is, because he's given it to all of us. And that is the gift of free will. You have the ability to choose what it is that you want. I know you do because you do it when I'm not here. That's why I continue to ask you, because you have the ability to do it.
But if you're here,
you can do it. You can do it, Bobby.
I'm presenting a scenario in which I can submit to your plan, because see, as the head of the house, you should be able to make decisions for me.
And I have decisions already made because I'm a creature of habit. And I will eat the same.
But also the Bible says.
Oh, here she go. Now she would.
The Bible says, I'm doing a new thing.
And
I need to find it to finish it.
I'm doing a new thing. Okay, what else?
Old things have passed away. Behold, he's making all things. He makes all things new. New things.
All right.
That's your only ick?
Oh, no, I'm not done.
Okay.
All right, guys. So
Go ahead.
So what my wife likes to do is, cover yourself now. What my wife also likes to do is there are times. Okay, listen. I confess, I'm a strange guy. All right, I do things. You can go on her TikTok and see how she just put me on blast. You know what I'm saying? I do things sometimes because I'm very resourceful. All right.
If I'm in a suit from the chandelier, bro.
If I'm in a rush, I'm in a rush. You know what I'm saying? We got a child now.
My ick
You asking me to hold on now. Okay. All right. We have a child now. If she asks me to do something real quick, I'm just coming in the house, taking my suit off. I ain't want to just throw my suit anywhere because I get yelled at for that. So what I did, and now in my mind, I planned on coming back downstairs to get it.
Please.
But, life throws you curveballs. Sometimes you don't have the opportunity to react in the way that you would like to react, or to go back and recollect your frame of mind, your frame of consciousness when you did that so very thing. And my mind was all over the place, and I forgot to come back and get my suit from hanging on a chandelier. Okay, but she likes to put me on blast and create these viral moments, and they go viral, and that's okay. That ain't no problem. Ain't no problem, right? She also likes to make little sticky notes for when I do something that is just so egregious in our household. But then turn around and she do the same thing. It ain't right.
In my defense.
It ain't right. In my defense.
In my defense.
My only song is.
When I do certain things that you do, I'm going to come back and clean it up. Because I clean up.
Right.
You'll leave it.
I won't.
Babe. When were you going to come back and get that suit hanging from the chandelier?
Well, I didn't have much of a chance because it was on TikTok by the time
because you left the house and left me here with it, and you didn't expect me to see that and not.
I left you here with it.
Yes,
like it was a bad dog or something.
Y'all, if I can tell you,
right? I'm not done.
Okay.
She get mad. She yell. Yeah, she be yelling at me, y'all.
I don't yell.
She don't.
I don't yell.
Hey, don't leave stuff on the kitchen counter.
I don't say it like that.
Don't leave stuff in the sink. She be writing sticky notes, but I'm reading it in her voice. She don't say it. She ain't say it verbally. But if you leave a sticky note, you might as well just yell at me, because it was the aggression behind it. It was the intent. The intent behind it all. I saw the sticky note, and God just took me to how you was writing it when you grabbed the Sharpie out and you just wrote it so viciously. I'm prophetic. I be seeing things. Don't do this. Don't do that. Clean this. Don't put these in here.
If that's how you interpreted it, that's on you. I lovingly, in a nice, calm, mature way.
But she can do it, though. Babe, you need to get all your shoes out of here. You just have so many shoes down here.
Babe.
And then I move my shoes out.
Let's be real.
Guess whose shoes be all over the place?
That closet was full of whose shoes? How many shoes?
Both of ours.
How many shoes did I have in there compared to how many shoes?
Both of ours. Equal opportunity. We are an equal opportunity employer.
No.
Because a lot of that stuff that was in there, I took it to Plato's. And they took your stuff. and the stuff they didn't take, I'm taking it to a safe place.
Okay.
That's the name of the donation place. I'm taking it there.
Are you done? Give me more icks. He doesn't like the way I breathe. It's also another ick.
That's definitely an ick. I tell her this all the time. I've probably said it to y'all before. Listen, when we get to heaven and we get before the mercy seat of God, the throne room of God, the judgment seat of Christ, there's going to be a book with all kinds of information. This is what I believe. There's going to be a book with all kinds of information, historical facts, every single thing about you and I. And because I'm a analyst, I'm a data analyst. I have an analytical mind. I go by the facts. I like numbers. I believe there's going to be like our statistics of our lives. Your heartbeat 3,795,849,765 times. That's what I believe. It's going to say you have breathed this amount of times, and there's going to be an average, right? There's going to be your name on the board, and then there's going to be like everybody, like a average human heartbeats, human breaths, human steps, and then for the human breaths, it's going to be an average, and then Vicky's going to be way down here because she don't breathe like normal humans. See, she just took a big deep breath because she wasn't breathing this whole time.
I probably wasn't breathing that whole time.
She wasn't. That's why I be wanting to see your stats or your little aura.
Lord. You know,
To see if your blood oxygen level is low.
well, since you just went through my Spotify Wrapped of my body. Are you done? Those are all your icks?
A new ick. New ick. Just brand new.
Brand new?
You got these, we bought this mini fridge. We don't even use it anymore.
Okay, first of all, whoa. The reason we don't use it anymore is because I'm not pumping as much milk anymore.
I'll be waking up in the middle of the night thinking I'm hearing Darth Vader. But it's the mini fridge.
It's because I don't make as much milk, so I don't have anything to put in there now. I was supposed to put my little juice boxes in there.
Yeah, all the juice boxes, they stayed on top of your dresser.
They tasted
And then
fine when they were warm. So
Lexus came in the room. What was that, Tuesday? And she came to, pick up Xander out of his little bassinet thing. She's like, what did I just step on? All of Vicky's little straw wrappers. Then I'm going to take out the trash. It was trash there the other day in my bathroom. Oh, here's some more that's about to come up. In my bathroom, she missed. Like, there was one in the trash. There was like 7 other straw wrappers around the garbage can. Another thing Vicky does.
In my defense, it's dark.
Vicky
and I don't like to turn on lights.
Vicky thinks she's Steph Curry when it comes to throwing stuff in the trash, but she's more like Shaq shooting free throws.
I suck, bro.
Okay, she'll grab paper towels and whatever, and like the way she do, it's like she's throwing like she don't even care. She throwing it like, actually, I don't want this in the trash. I want this on the floor.
No, it's paper, bro.
And she
paper
throw
not
it
heavy.
like she throw it like that.
It's not heavy. It floats.
It's like she ain't no follow through. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no form to it. And this is a high school track athlete.
What does that have to do with basketball?
You a high
Why would I know
athlete
why would I know how to throw
in
a basketball?
history books?
I don't play basketball.
That ain't basketball.
What is that then?
That's put it in the trash.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing. She be
defense,
throwing.
It be dark.
I turn around. Sanders diaper. Boom. Pull the trash back. It's a diaper. It's 75 pieces of paper towel back there.
I do be missing. I can't even.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? I know I have my downfalls. My down sittings. My shortcomings. I know. I could probably tell you all the things you gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
I don't know. I'm gonna let you say them.
You don't know what I'm gonna say?
I ain't gonna be dry snitching on myself. what I look like? Go ahead and say them expeditiously.
I gotta think about mine. No, I have them ready. Cam's Icks, part 1. Number 1.
Part 1.
This man melts when he comes home. Like I'm not gonna say it like this because it's gonna be a pause. I'm gonna say it in a different way because I caught myself before I said it. I'm goofy because I'm sleepy. Okay. He likes to spread his things around when he comes home, right? He just explodes. Like his backpack would be over here, his shoes and his shirt and his belt will be sitting. And then the thing about it is when you melt out of your clothes, it looks like you evaporated every time. Like his stuff be like sitting up like the suit hanging from the ceiling. Like
You thought I was here?
I mean, if it was dark in here, it would have looked like a human was standing up in the middle of the room.
Man.
Like
Invisible Man was low key kind of scary.
if you've been following me for a long time, you may have seen me post this where he will like use the bathroom and he will melt out of his clothes. Like his socks were like standing up straight, like he jumped out of them. Legit, like the sock was standing up and his pants were like around it. And I'm like, did you hop out of your clothes? It's baffling to me. Like, why can't all of your stuff just be in one little corner, you know? Like, why do you take things off in layers as you walk through the house?
Well, because, I used to have an office.
No, this is not about the office. This is about when you come home.
Let me finish. I used to have an office. And so my area where I would decompress would typically be by my office.
No, babe.
It would be. Because underneath my desk would be all the times I was editing, or I was on the computer, or I was studying.
All your socks.
And all my socks. Because I would
because
slowly start taking my socks off.
That's not true because your socks will also be all under by the couch, like all under the coffee table.
Yeah, because then if you want to watch a movie or something, I have my socks on.
You kick them off.
Yeah, like I want to take my socks off right now. Right now.
It just and then like why did the belt gotta sit in the corner of the couch? Like why did you have to take it off right there? Why didn't you take it off before you went to the bathroom?
Well, I was trying on a package of clothes that I had just got in, and there was a mirror that was down here, and so instead of taking the package all the way upstairs, I took off the clothes that I had on.
But it was just the belt
clothes
though.
on, and I didn't put the belt back on because there was a number of different bottoms that I had to put on.
Okay. Another ick that I have is you're so thorough and prepared when it comes to your golf trips. But then when we going on a vacation, this man has no clothes. He packs nothing.
It's not my area of expertise.
When we go on golf trips, his clothes, his outfits are lined out day by day. What he gonna wear? Like he plays his clothes out like he's going to the first day of school.
I know how to put those fit. Like if we wearing suits,
but we go on
golf
vacation,
clothes,
he ain't got no clothes.
Suits and golf clothes, bro. Dressing up, I got that's nothing. But trying to put like summer clothes together, it's the worst.
Another ick, you be so cold when you get into bed. That's just, you just be so cold. And I'm like, why are you so cold?
Why is that an ick?
I don't know. It just is.
I can't help my
you
body
get into bed
temperature.
and your knees in particular, why are your knees specifically so cold?
Because God gave me internal ice packs. So I would have longevity.
It just be specifically your knees. And then you want to put them on me.
because you be so hot. It's like Ember and Dude. I feel like I gotta cool you down because ick number 32. You be in the bed sweating. Like, why are you so hot?
Now this is a me ick and a Xander ick because Xander be hot.
It's negative 27 outside, and you in the bed sweating.
This is because we circulate right. You don't circulate right. That's why your knees be cold.
My elbows be cold too.
When we get to heaven and we see all the stats, I'm not gonna have breathed, and your circulation is gonna be like way down here where everybody else's circulation.
Bet you it's not. I'm just cold blooded.
Another ick. I have another ick. Another ick. This man swears that he be surprising me. Like, I'll come downstairs and he'll be on the floor. And when I'm coming down the stairs, I hear him shuffling. I hear him shuffling. And then I'm like, I know he's down here.
You heard me that last time because I had got tired of hiding. So that last time I got a little sloppy.
He be sloppy all the time. What do you mean?
Not all the time. Because that first time you came down, you had no idea where I was.
I knew you were down here though. And I'm like, he's hiding. I'm going to go back upstairs.
Because Vicky knows I hide, she gets flustered and frustrated, so she doesn't even try.
No, because it's weird. Because like, what are you doing? She
knows I'm gonna scare her. I'm gonna startle her. She knows, but then she be trying to act like she don't get scared. But then this is how I know she gets scared, because then when I'm not even trying to scare her and I just come around the corner or something, she be like, "Oh." Just telling y'all. Don't let these women fool y'all.
He's so ridiculous.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my God. Well, to go along with your ick that I never know what I want to eat, my ick is that you never know what you want to eat.
I always know what I want to eat. Always. I always know what I want to eat.
No.
Yes.
This is the ick. The ick is when I want to eat and he be like, I ate already. Or, I'm not hungry. You can't say that to a hungry woman. You haven't learned that yet? You cannot say that. You have to want the food that I want. The other day, I text Cam and I was like, are you hungry? And then you were like, yes. You want Cane's? And he like read my mind. We almost made another baby that day. He doesn't understand the blessings that he be missing out on when he says he don't want to eat. If I'm hungry, you're hungry. Everything is we. Just say you're hungry. Even if you're not hungry, you gonna eat. We have to eat together. It's a requirement. I got married specifically so that I didn't have to eat alone. And I have to eat a little bit of your food.
She gonna do that.
Like, whose little bit of food am I gonna eat?
And when we go to restaurants, my food always better than hers because I know how to pick.
It's because I'm adventurous and I like to try new things. You always pick stuff that you know you're gonna like.
Because I don't like being disappointed.
I like to try new things. I'm a risk taker. I'm the kite. I have more icks, but I can't think of them because I'm sleepy. So that's all I got for today. We'll circle back later.
No need. No need.
Another ick. This is my last one. My last one. This man always sticking his feet in my shoes, stretching them out.
I don't be stretching out your shoes.
You be
them shoes already stretched out.
I wear my size.
Them fat toes.
I wear my size. You be sticking your big old feet in my shoes, in my house
they
shoes.
They just be house shoes if they available.
No, babe.
My wife keeps the house temperature on
you stick your
62.
Feet, you stick your feet in my
so
sneakers.
My feet be cold because I don't like to wear socks.
You be sticking your feet
and
in my sneakers.
We have hardwood floors now. So if there's some slides,
when we had carpet, you was doing it too.
Hey, and she want me to cook, I'm gonna slide my feet in them things. Get all cozy and comfy. Undo her toe prints that's in there and replace it with my
with your weird toes. Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
You married these toes.
I'm glad Xander has my feet.
He definitely got your big toes.
He does. My toes are cute though.
Okay.
Xander toes not cute. His toes are cute.
Everything on Xander's cute.
We have the same toes.
No.
We do.
His toes are better.
We have the same toes. I'm done.
Anyway, guys, you know what I thought about? I thought about ending the season here at week 10. But there's 2 guests that I want to get on here. And I'm not ending the season until I can do that. I won't tell y'all who it is, though. But if you're part of WeFam, Patreon members, I'm going to let y'all know. And we're going to make it work. All right? Maybe 3 guests. Maybe 3. Actually, no, it is 3. It's 3. It's a maybe 4.
Oh.
It's 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
Which means 3 different episodes, maybe 4. But we'll see. But yeah, thank y'all for rocking with this episode. Thank y'all for rocking with last week's episode. It was almost like y'all low-key missed us because the numbers shot back up. But y'all still got to remember.
It's because we talked about sex.
To hit the like button.
It's because we talked about
Hit the
sex.
like button. Hit the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about season 3 of Everything Is We in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Y'all know people like
Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of this great content. If you guys are enjoying the set at night, Everything Is We at night, Vicky at night, Cam at night, Everything Is We after dark, let us know. I think the lighting looks much better during this time of night. That's just me. I think it looks good. But, yes. Yes. All right. Hey, anything else you want to say? I felt like holding my mic tonight. I took it off the stand. We just out here, bro. We out here. This mic is definitely heavy, though. This mic is like 5 pounds. My thumb is numb. Uh-huh.
A sore thumb.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
That's what a sore thumb is.
And it's sticking out.
Your thumb already kind of weird, though, because, like, it sits so far back on your hand.
Because my bones.
Y'all see where his thumb is? Like, look at it. Why is it so low?
Because Dad used to, when I was playing basketball, he used to jam my thumbs all the time.
It looks...
Especially this one.
Like, when we
It's
hold
just, like,
hands,
sticking out.
it's kind of weird because, like, our hands don't... Like, my hand is way up here. You have so much surface area down there. You could, like, your thumb is on my wrist, pretty much.
Also,
Y'all, he has a 7-foot wingspan.
I don't. 6'5". But Vicky has really long fingers.
I do.
And I have really big palms.
We even each other out. We're elemental.
So, like, it's weird. I have to get weird gloves out because I don't have long fingers, but I have big palms.
I've never seen you wear gloves, like with fingers.
I don't like wearing gloves.
It's because your thumb.
But people were saying that I can get my also have webbed hands. They're saying I can get my webs
Ew.
snipped.
Ew.
I didn't know people did that.
Babe, you're a basketball
They
player.
said people do that. They said basketball players and stuff, like, they do that.
How did you not know this fact? I knew this fact, and I'm not even a basketball
I don't
player.
like surgery, so I just wouldn't do it off the rip. Like, so I gotta get stitches. I gotta wait for that to heal. I'm good.
I thought they just was cold at swimming.
No, they get their webs cut. How did
No,
I
I
know that?
wouldn't
And you
do it.
didn't know that.
My dad told me that too, like, a while ago. I was like, nah, that's not a thing. He's like,
Yes,
"No, it's a
that's how
thing."
they palm the basketball. You can't.
Not everybody. I mean, if you're 6'12", you don't need your finger. You don't need your hands are gonna be big enough.
You can palm it better.
But some people, like, yeah, they have web. They get their fingers. Yeah, that's what I heard. Is that true? Is that cap
It
or
is
is it
true.
facts? Y'all let us know. Somebody look it up. Post it. I think that's it. I think that's it.
I gotta go to bed because I gotta wake up in the morning, go get my hair done. I gotta take these pictures. I gotta get stuff together because see, I carry the mental load
You do.
that you do not.
I
Even though
don't.
you gotta do Xander's hair in the morning, I'm not doing his hair. You gotta get all the fuzzies out, and you gotta pop his curls. They gotta be popped.
You should have told me this. I would have went to this beauty supply store
For what?
to get him a
curl sponge?
curl thing.
Oh my god, he does not need a curl sponge.
Not a sponge. They have a new one.
The little tennis racket.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like a little mini tennis.
Oh my.
Yeah, it don't pull your hair out. Curl sponge. You're using a sponge. It's gonna pull your hair out.
Yeah. Well, nope. You gotta do it with your fingers. Just go ahead. Pop his curls.
Hey, love y'all. God bless you. Peace.